Real Madrid has overcome tougher challenges than this. Here is our coach.
Tomorrow, Real Madrid faces the team it played against in the UEFA Super Cup, a team considered one of the best in Europe today, and they have only conceded one goal so far in this tournament. How challenging do you think tomorrow's match will be? What do you think will be the difference between this match and the one you played against them in Warsaw?
Well, yes, this will be a difficult match, very demanding for us. Atalanta is doing things very well. I think they have improved a lot compared to the match we played against them in the Super Cup. They have won many games, have good momentum, and play with great energy. They are a team that will compete very well and will have another opportunity to earn 3 more points. We need to win the remaining 3 matches to qualify.
Will Vinicius start tomorrow?
Vinicius is doing well right now, but we need to assess him today. Today's training session will be important to see how he feels, and the same goes for Rodrigo. Bellingham is fully recovered and doing well. The only doubts I have at the moment are about Vinicius and Rodrigo. They'll both be in today's training, and after that we'll make a decision.
What have you done to help Bellingham improve so much over the past month? Do you think the change in formation, with fewer forwards up front and Vinicius's absence, has benefited him? This situation seems to give Bellingham more space.
No, honestly, the situation hasn't changed much. What has changed a bit is the team's dynamics. We're playing better in attack now with more movement up front, and he's taking advantage of this. He's scoring goals again, and that's very important for him as well as for us. I don't think his attitude on the pitch has changed either, because Bellingham always contributes a lot, both defensively and offensively. Sometimes he doesn't score, but he's always helping the team.
What do you admire about Gasperini as a coach, and what's the difference between the two of you?
We have a friendship, and I think we're good friends. When I was at Juventus, he was at the Juventus Academy, and we have a good relationship. I think he's doing fantastic work for his club. His club changes players every year, but he's always able to adapt to the characteristics of the new players. His team plays good football with great intensity. The work he does is fantastic.
Do you take into account the number of minutes your players have played so far this season? We assume you have all this data available. For example, Fede Valverde has only missed 1 match out of Real Madrid's last 77 games and has started every game he's played. Do you take these stats into account? What happened to the small breaks you said you'd give to the players? Have you forgotten about that?
The truth is that you can plan to rotate players when you have the entire squad available and healthy. Unfortunately, we've had long-term injuries, like those of Militao and Carvajal, which make rotations much more complicated. This forces some players to play more minutes than usual. But Valverde's case is different and special. Let's not forget that Valverde has played as a right back, a defensive midfielder, a right winger, and a central midfielder. If someone tells me they don't like seeing him play as a right winger, I don't care, because we've won 2 Champions League titles with him playing in that position. Valverde is an essential player for this team.
There seems to be a rush from the fans, the club, or the press for young players like Endrick and Arda Güler to have more prominence. They are only 18 and 19 years old, respectively. What's your opinion? Do you think they should play more minutes or face some pressure? Are you aware that Endrick could be loaned out in January, or do you believe that's out of the question?
No, Endrick is staying with us just as Güler is staying with us. Giving them more minutes. I'm not sure right now. Maybe they do need to play more. Personally, I have no bias against anyone. I just try to put the best team on the pitch for each match. I don't care if a player is 18 or 40 years old. My goal is to field the best team to win the match. Sometimes I might think the team will be better with Endrick, sometimes with Güler, and sometimes not. And we must remember to be patient with young players. Now, I know that being young, they bring energy and enthusiasm, but because they're so young, they still have a lot to learn, things they will only learn with time. I have no bias against young players, none. I played many 17 and 18-year-olds during my career because I believe they could help us win matches.
As an Italian, how do you see Atalanta leading the Italian league? What's your opinion about playing tomorrow in a stadium that will be completely full?
Atalanta's stadium is beautiful, really beautiful. They've done a great job with their stadium as well as with their team. They're always competitive in the Italian league and in Europe as well. They are a club and organization that has done a fantastic job and continues to do so. As I said recently, they change players every year, yet the team continues to compete at the highest levels. That says a lot about how well structured the club is right now.
Tomorrow's match will take place just 180 kilometers from your home. Does this fact have any special significance for you? Don't you think that more than just 3 points will be at stake tomorrow?
No, nothing more than 3 points. Tomorrow's 3 points will be important for us to help us qualify. As I've said before, we have 3 crucial matches to earn the points we need to advance to the next round. So I repeat, we have 3 matches to secure the necessary points to continue in the tournament. I know it was very difficult to make it into the top 8, so we would have to go through a playoff round. It's complicated, but that's the way it is. Tomorrow's match is about 3 points, nothing more. For me, though, it is special to return to Italy and play here because I feel 100% Italian.
These are more than just 3 points. They are decisive points for the chance to stay in the tournament. While we know this isn't the most challenging situation you've handled in your career, don't you seem a little too calm?
Yes, I am very calm. I have full confidence in my players and the entire team. I believe things have gradually improved lately and will continue to improve even more. Our goal this year is to finish the season in the best way possible. It's been a fantastic year overall. And considering that tomorrow's match will be the toughest one we've faced so far.
On Friday, you said your level of concern was moderate, just before the match against Girona. What is Ancelotti's current level of concern?
It's still moderate, and it hasn't gone down, nor has it gone up. That's just where we are. And then I'm concerned because I'm focused on our opponent now. They are a good team, and we need to prepare a solid strategy. We have to give the players very clear plans about what they need to do on the pitch. It's as simple as that. This is the same before every match.
Yesterday, Mbappé gave an interview in France where he admitted to feeling anxious at the start of the season about scoring goals. I'd like to ask, how have you, as a coach, helped him overcome these issues? Do you think, with this interview, that all of Mbappé's problems are now resolved?
Tonight could have been the first press conference without having to talk about Mbappé, but you showed up. Mbappé is doing well. He's improving. What I've done to help him is simply show him the trust that every player needs when they're joining a new team and club for the first time. In the last 2 matches, he's played well and is starting to develop better chemistry with the team. He's becoming more active on the pitch. So tomorrow, his performance could help us and be very important. Thank you all.